And aloha! Welcome to the BlueNote Fan Report, second intermission show. I'm Guy the Hawaii Blues fan, and I'm your host. My co-hosts are all missing. Well, interesting second period. Good start, bad mistake, and the mistake cost us. Let's bring in the man, the myth, and the other legend, Mr. Brock Banner. Okay.
What's going on, man?
Blaze, gotcha. Blaze made the mistake. Blaze has made a couple of mistakes. Mm-hmm. So here's my question. Does Blaze sit next game?
He does score goals.
Right?
Puts the puck in the net. I don't know. It goes back to the whole discussion we had about the coach and do they sit people or is he showing favoritism and what have you? So I'll save that for another show. But I'll tell you what happened. The second period happened. They did great. Scored that goal. Schenner, yes. Boy, what they say? 25 seconds later.
Yeah, 25 seconds later
on a turnover. And it's like, man, that's what just kills this team. Is like for every step forward, they take 2 steps back.
Yeah, this isn't a 2 steps back. It's a 1 step back because you're even. You're not behind. But at the same time, it was a bad giveaway. And Benner has played a good game. Mm-hmm. Now, he's only had to make 10 or 11 saves because they gave him an extra shot in the third or in the first. It's 7-3 the last time. We'll pull the stats up here in a minute. Mm-hmm. But overall, he's played a good game. Getzlaff's got a great stick. And I remember I brought this up at the pregame. Getzlaff has had points against us. Yeah. Brought that up. So Getzlaff gets a point against us. So it doesn't surprise me. So I'm not completely upset. The goal shouldn't have happened, but the goal's not on Bennington.
Yeah.
It's not. The goal is on. There was no reason for Blaze to make that pass at that time.
Yeah. You're right. Blaze is the only one who can take blame for that. You can't blame anybody else for that.
Yeah. And here's something that's being noticed. So I'm listening. So I'm not going to put hey guys, I know we're PG, but I do not want to post profanity. So I won't, but I'll read your quote was Tarasenko doesn't do crap. Okay. I'm with that, but I think he's injured. I'm sorry. He's injured and it's showing. He's doing short shifts. He missed an absolute gem. Puck went right through the crease. All he had to do was put his stick down and it goes in the net, so that's, I don't know who that goes on, but yeah, it's interesting. My Colorado fan shows up.
Oh, okay.
When we're winning, you disappear. When we're having trouble, you show up. I don't get that, my friend. You're going to show up all the time. All the time, right? We're with you, buddy. Okay, let me see where I'm at. The Blues again are playing down to their opponent. That I agree with. Yep. Well, let me ask Richard before I go into any more comments. Do you see that, Richard?
Yeah, I see that, and I agree with that assessment.
Bennington needs to face the post out on a date. I'll go with that one. Hefner says we survived the second period. Maybe. With the Blues, get to go to the ball. I guess Brad gets to go to the ball game tomorrow. Well, congratulations there, Brad. Not the same team, just played Minnesota. No, they're not. And again, they have this propensity to play up to good opponents and down to bad opponents instead of playing this level, play that up level all the damn time, I'm sitting here trying to dictate, even give you guys questions. And I don't know what to give you because this is, again, it wasn't a bad second period, but it wasn't a good one. It was mediocre at best.
Well, let's break it down in small pieces. Braden Chen gets a goal. That's big, okay? He's been having problems scoring. So the positive, he's back on the scoring sheet. He had another great look that he probably could have got a second goal. So maybe Braden Chen's breaking out of his slump. Maybe he's going to be there for us. So I'm, again, trying to look for a positive here, but I think you're right. It's about playing down to the opponent and playing down to the level of the Ducks. And the Ducks are terrible. Let's just face it. They're not good.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm just, Dennis says they're playing too soft. Maybe. Colorado better hope they don't win the division so they don't play the Blues first round. I don't know. I think whoever wins, I think they're salivating to get the Blues. I really do, to be honest with you. I think they're salivating. Yes, he is, Brock. Almost called you Brick. Look for Perron in the third. I could see that. I'm with that. They have some good players. They do, but they're not a cohesive unit. Colt still doesn't look 100 on that one-timer. He doesn't, but he's played. This is the best he's looked since he's come back. I do see that. And even Jim Thomas posted that. So, hey, guys, I'm going to bring up the stats here real quick. Let's go over them. If I can figure out how my thing works. There we go. Okay. So it's 1-1. Shots are 18-11. Hits are 11-10. Power play 1-2 for the Blues. Should be 2-2 in my eyes. Face off 61-39. Anaheim is destroying us on our own game. I mean, that number should be switched. I don't know what's going on with the face off circle. Block shots 11-10. Takeaways 6-5 and giveaways 8-6. Hits 11-10. Like I said earlier, let's get in and see if I can bring up the scores real quick. Get into some out of town scores because some interesting games going on. Pink Flyers are destroying the Penguins 7-2. Golden Knights up 4-3 on the Wild, chasing that first. Some of the games that just finished, the Panthers beat the Stars in OT. Sabres 4-2. Tage Thompson, former Blue, gets a power play goal. Has 7 goals this year. Bruins get by the Devils 3-0. Capitals double up the Rangers 6-3. Hurricanes 5-2 over the Hawks. I was going to say something. I changed my mind. Predators get one by the Blue Jackets, still chasing that 4th spot. Canadians over the Maple Leafs in OT, gave the Leafs a point. And the Senators take down the Jets 2-1. Not bad. So asking you guys, of the stuff I just showed, what's the thing that stands out the most? Stats or scores or whatever. I'll start with Brock on that.
Well, again, I'm looking at the shots, 18-11. And the Blues have had, they got the lead on it, but the Blues have had problems giving up a lot of shots in the second period. They've been outscored. You'll see some stuff in the article that I'm going to be releasing in a couple days about that. But, the Blues have had trouble with that. Again, the second period's been their bugaboo. I fully think they're going to come back and hit this game hard in the third period. I think that they know what's at stake. They need the points. Enough's enough. And, I'd like to see them play some inspired hockey the third. But they cannot let these teams back in. Again, when you get a goal, they got to just go right back after it and go after the jugular. They cannot, in any certain situation, let these teams back in these games. And that's disappointing, and that's scary.
Yeah, I'm with you. What do you think there?
Well, I think the Blues need to step it up, just like how Brock said. They need to be playing at a higher level. As the Blues they shouldn't lose to an Anaheim team like this. A team that should be in the middle of the rebuild, should not be in a game against a Stanley Cup playoff team at all. This has been extremely disappointing, and I hope they break out of it, but I don't see it happening.
Hey, John, I'll look at it again, but it looked like to me that pass was in his skates, not on his stick. But so I'll look at it again.
Yeah, Darren Pang on the broadcast said that the pass was kind of in his skates. So it depends on how you look at it,
Well, it might. Well, let's say it hits the back of his stick, and then goes into his skates. There, it's not on the tape, but you're hitting that heel. Lance says zero killer instinct. That's exactly right. Exactly what I said, Richard. Stop watching the game. John, stop watching the game. Bad luck.
No, we need John.
Richard Green, we just need to score first in the third. Yeah, I mean, that's simple, but truth in his skates, it was a bad pass from Blaze. I mean, that's the way I looked at it. So, maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm not. I don't know. This is now we're sitting at that point where the Blues have to control this game right here, right now. They got to come out and beat the Blues, period. Hey, everybody, this is Guy, the Hawaii Blues fan. You're watching the BlueNote Fan Report on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. I'm joined today by Mr. Richard Campbell from Sport Street and Brock, the Banner, the Spanner from Hockey Writers and STLFanReport.com. We're loving all the stuff that you're putting in the chat room. Please make sure you put them thumbs high in the air. Don't forget, we're brought to you today by Forrest Crump Enterprises, Mike Zuka Enterprises, and War Stories Coffee. Coffee that helps veterans. Check out War Stories Coffee on Facebook or STLFanReport.com for more information. And I have a new sponsor, don't I?
Yes, you do.
Who's my new sponsor there, Brock?
It is a little place called Rinkside Media. It's a little company that I started. I do graphic design. I do video work. I do a lot of things, and I really want to center my company around helping youth hockey teams and hockey organizations. So it's rinksidemedia.com. I'm going to be sponsoring a couple things here on the show, as well as I'm going to be sponsoring Caitlin Roach, who's coming in tomorrow to talk about the game tonight. Hopefully a Blues win. So I'm excited. I appreciate the partnership because I believe in the Blue Note Fan Report. I really do.
Oh, I know. And if you've seen those graphics that I'm putting up for the videos, Brock made those. Brock gave me the backgrounds, and I've done some other things to him. The hockey mask guy, that compilation, me and Brock worked on that together. So, we're doing those things, and it's great to have a new partner. So, Rich, out of town perspective, what's wrong with the Blues? Plain and simple. Should they be a better team, or are they playing at their level?
In the game or in general?
In general. Game 2, in game and in general.
Well, in general, the problem with the Blues is that they're missing a lot of their leadership players straight out. They're missing Steam, Boomister, Pietrangelo. And this upcoming season, we're going to use even more of that leadership core in Tyler Bozak and Carlo Gunnarsson. And I think that's what's sinking them. As I don't believe Pietrangelo, for example, I don't believe he is the type of player who move on from the core. And I think that's a big problem, trying to transition from the Pietrangelo era to the O'Reilly or Tarasenko era.
Yep. Hey, Jordan, Rich lives in Ontario, just east of Detroit. Is that right? About
Yes.
an hour east of Detroit, in that area. And the kids coloring contest, I haven't been spouting it off as much. I will talk about it on the post-game show. That will end on the 13th, the last game. So that day, midnight on that night, St. Louis time, well, our time, so in the morning, that's when you got to have all your entries in. So then we can get them up, and then during the first round is when I'll let everybody start voting, right? So we got to get all your entries in before the last game against the Wild. That's the end of the contest. That night, that day, which I think is the 13th, right? Shot attempts, 37 to 33. I didn't see D-zone turnovers. They flipped it off too quick. Sam says the Blues look out of sync. I see that too. Still looking for that Tarasenko hat trick. You're not getting it today, Ryan. He does not look good. He's playing short shifts. He's just there around a little bit. He's not the Tarasenko that we're expecting. I don't know what that injury is. If it's a lower body injury and it's something in the groin area, and that's what I'm thinking because he's taking these shorter shifts. And I don't know. I don't know. I'm just making a speculation.
And I'm just like,
right?
why'd they bring them back then? You know, it's like just give an extra game. You know, this is a nothing game. So I don't know. That one I kind of call him Berube. It's like, why rush the guy back? I mean, come on.
Yeah. There you go. And that might be something. So that's right. Tomorrow at 8:45 Central Standard Time, this will be ladies' night, and this is going to be a fun one. Scheduled to appear is the Russian Cat with brand new addition to the fan report, the SoCal Cat, spelled with the C. I'll also have from the Minnesota hockey writer, and I can't remember her name now.
Mariah Holland.
Mariah Holland.
Yeah,
Mariah Holland. And then 2 members of the Hockey Warrior team. What I'm going to do, I'm going to introduce everybody. I'm going to talk to the Hockey Warriors. Then I'm going to produce the show. I'm going to back out. It's going to be a pure ladies' night. I'll pop in to ask a question here and there, but I'm going to let the ladies run the show. I'm going to let them go. You know, I think that.
But the chat line is open to everybody.
Yes.
So if you want to make comments, respectful comments,
respectful
comments, all for it.
All for it. We absolutely are. Brock, thank you for helping guys' memory. Teresa Falk says, awesome. No, the whole team is underwhelming. You know, that might be right too. I'm not going to go off that. Jordan York, Perron will get a hat trick before Tarasenko. I believe that. Oh, Tommy Eldrick said Vladdy is underwhelming right now. He's hurt, you know, and that's an obvious. I mean, it's obvious. You can tell it. You can absolutely tell it. Guy, when I'm on your show, it's going to become the Jordan show. Sorry to tell you. Well, no, it's going to become the Jordan show. The Jordan show. Guy, do you like the retro or reverse retro better? Oh, I'm going to get me in trouble here. First of all, I'm a fan of the retro jersey. I like the clown jersey. I really do. I always have. For me, and I've been told that I'm an idiot and I'm wrong. And for me, I look at the red as a representation of the city of St. Louis. Our flag is red. It's with the yellow, with the fleur-de-lis. You look at the red, and to me, that's what we're representing. That red represents the city of St. Louis, so I'm happy with it. I've got a red O'Reilly shirt. Normally I wear a jersey, but this room that I'm in is kind of hot today, so I'm not, and I'm dealing with another medical issue that's making it even harder, and you may have noticed. So that's kind of what I'm doing. So that's why I'm not wearing it, but I do like the retro jerseys. So if you'd ask me which one I'd like better, I'd say because it's grown on me more and I know it more, I like the retro better than the reverse retro, but only because the reverse retro I've only had for half a season, you know? So I'm more into the I'm absolutely more into the retro style jerseys.
Hey guys,
right?
We got about 2 minutes before they go, man. What are you thinking?
This is going to be you got a coin? I mean, the Blues are going to win this game, but it's how they're going to win it. Are they going to take control? Is it going to be tight? Well, yep, game's on. So I blew this one, guys. See you at the post-game show. Aloha!